The Region 6 RDC held its monthly statutory meeting last Thursday. More from Narima Ali.
The Region 6 RDC held their monthly statutory meeting last Thursday at the RDC boardroom, where several matters in the areas of health, education, and agriculture were discussed. The meeting was chaired by Mr. David Armagon, the regional chairman, and the vice chairman and regional executive officer, Mr. Dennis D. Roop and Ms. Kim Stevens, respectively, were also present at this month's meeting, along with the RDC councillors. Mr. Zamal Hussain, who is the head of the Education Committee, presented the education report to the council, and he raised these two important matters.
Was the issue that with the two children at the local primary school, it was discussed at the committee, and it must be noted that the head teacher for that particular institution was breached the protocol in terms of the parental consent to give the children the HPV vaccine. And as such, Mr. Chairman, we don't know what must be happening, but the REDO will look at that in terms of if we should discipline the teacher or ensure that we written to her that this occurrence must not find itself again in the system. Also, Mr. Chairman, this is out of the thing. I think the health worker too, Mr. Chairman, has breached the protocol by not seeing the clinic card and the parental consent before giving the children the vaccine. I wish to bring to your attention that the new person on the board who is representing the PTA has made certain issue pertaining to a particular individual who is attached to the board beside school, and the name was given to Mr. Court Fraser, is not timetable to do any job in the school, and this is a serious concern. Persons at the committee advised that if this particular gentleman have another function, then he should be seconded to the function in full.
Following the agriculture report, Mr. Gobind Harbajan, the Prime Minister Region 6 representative, raised an issue among farmers in the Upper Quarantine area.
The rice farmer and the cattle farmer at each other's throat for decades now. However, it gets worse now. It gets so bad that a few weeks ago, about 13 or 14 cow has been some poisoned and some would have been shot. However, that matter has been investigated. The day before yesterday, more cow was poisoned. Yesterday, more cow were poisoned because you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. The rice farmer protecting their rice. The cattle farmer is saying that the savannah, 5266 savannah, they want to take the cattle there, and some of the area in the savannah has been fed. I'm asking that we look at it in a different way. I think back in the days they used to fence the seafood down there within the Fowler Canal. We have to go back with the fencing from the savannah side and maybe on the drainage area. I don't know what's the correct name for that canal.
Finally, Mr. Hussain presented the health report to the council.
The situation in Amsterdam Hospital remains in a critical situation. People accessing the facility still coming out at the time that was happening 1 month ago. Right? So we need to ensure that we put systems in place there. And there is a shortage of diabetic strip in the region presently now. Mr. Chairman, also the X-ray department is only doing some kind of X-ray.
Other issues raised by councillors included the need for the roads in New Forest and Blackbush Polar to be rehabilitated, the Corrivedon Stelling is still awaiting remedial works, and the sea dams at the number 52 and 66 villages need to be properly constructed before the rains to prevent flooding. Narima Ali, Channel 8 News.